YouTubers, welcome back for another adventure. I've been kind of digging through the backyard toward seeing what I got, what I'm going to do, and what you're looking at is a 2008 RAPIDITY. This is a GY6 powered all-terrain vehicle. It's kind of a little bit of a better one. It's very well made. It's got forward and reverse as a transmission, right? So it's belt drive, torque converter type drive inside the motor, which is interesting. Once again, 150cc. You could just see by like the size of the chain, the amount of welding and gusseting and reinforcement, right, side to side, the size of the pipe and all. This is a very well made machine. Now this thing kind of has a unique stance. I don't know if you remember the Suzuki, what was it, something like 34, and we got it up to 38 inches wide or something like that. Look how wide this puppy is. It's 44 inches wide in the front. So this thing would probably go around turns like it's on rails. So now for the backstory. This thing was delivered as part of a mega deal. One of these, I'll give you 3 if you get one running. So 4 all-terrain vehicles showed up here. I got one of them running again, and I got this and 2 other China Wonders. You could see we did get it running, and as a matter of fact, I even hacked a PZ27 onto it. Surprise, surprise. But it looks like it might not have aged well since then. I don't know. Yeah, it feels like the throttle's opening all the way. But I want to get it running for the spring. I want to get air into the tires, and I want to, you know, kind of get it around for a ride. And then after I do that, I'll make a decision. If it's geared pretty high, it'll be good to ride, especially if somebody who normally doesn't ride comes by my place, because it's got that automatic in it, and it makes it easy for them. They just put it in forward, grab a fistful of throttle and hang on, right? And if they have to, when they put it up against a tree, they could back off of it. It is pretty well made, though I'd probably like to get a little bit more of a bumper type situation onto it. But no matter what, let's get it running. So to do that, this thing has been sitting for a little while, so I want to yank that carburetor off, give it a quick clean. Some people, maybe you can just put gas to it. Yeah, I'll get out in the middle of the front pasture and end up walking. So let's yank that carburetor. I am going to cheat and put my portable ignition on it, rather than mess with all that other wiring, even the other wiring I added. So let's do those 2 things real quick, and hopefully we'll be riding in no time. So I dumped the carburetor, and I think you guys could see there's some really bad news in there. I'm glad I took the few minutes to clean it. The jets weren't too bad, but it was never going to run with this swill in there. So I'm just you know, doing the old carb clean thing. You guys have seen me do this a million times. Let's just do it and get running. So I want to do a cold start on it, right? Positive lead of the starter, right? Pulse generator. Always make sure you put it on the side of the engine. Every once in a while I'll clamp up to the disconnected harness side with my portable CDI box, and then obviously it doesn't start. Anyway, so blue and white is the pulse generator that's hooked up. You can see the grounds are hooked up. CDI box here. I got the spark coil hooked up. I got my PZ27, my gas bottle. I didn't put much gas in it because I want to make sure it starts. Anyway, I'm going to set up the camera We're going to fire this up, let it warm up for a moment, then get a ride out of it. I really want to give this thing a nice romp because I want to see what it's like. I really never got a good picture of this thing, so I want to take it out and, you know, put it through its paces a little bit. Well, I think you guys could see everything. This is not the best tripod in the world. Hopefully it doesn't chuck the camera on the ground halfway through. CDI on, choke on. Throttle, choke. Yeah, I want it to idle. I'm just turning up the throttle. Warm up a little bit, get it turned around, get a little more gas into it, and we'll be out for a ride in no time. I'm also going to smash down the GoPro. Okay, I got it running. Doesn't seem happy for some reason. It's running on choke. Let's get it out for a ride, and then we'll make a decision after that. Maybe it's meant to idle higher than I'm used to. So, we're off like a herd of turtles. Seems to be geared down low enough. This thing has some nice suspension. Really pretty nice suspension, pretty long travel. And it does seem to be geared down. This probably could pull apart. So I gotta tell you, it's been a rough week. I had my basement flooded, the sump pump quit. I hurt my foot somehow and I have no clue how. I had trouble with kidney stones. I saw the accountant. I owed our friends at the IRS a fortune. And they're rejecting my income tax form for some reason. They took the money, but they're rejecting my income tax form, so my accountant's working with them. Yeah, all in all, it's just been kind of a tough week. Hopefully things get better. I was at the accountant 3 times trying to get things ironed out. I'm thinking this carburetor isn't doing everything it should be. I'm not going all that fast, and I'm not straining the engine that much. Oh. Let's open it wide open. Wide open. Yeah, my problem with the property, you see those puddles? The level of those puddles
pretty close to the level of my basement. So it's not that big a surprise that as you have deep puddles on the front lawn, that your sump pump isn't working overtime. And then if there's any debris in your sump pit, your pump doesn't move enough water to cool itself, and then it overheats and drops dead. Yeah, you guys can see I got quite a bit of water flowing around. Oh, my back wheels are spinning. Oh yeah, I gotta cut that back. By the way, this thing even has brakes. You know, I don't believe in them much, they just slow you down, but it's kind of cool that it has them. It's got cable brakes in the front. I might out of gas. And boy, this thing is green on gas. It sucked that whole bottle down. You guys know I'm gonna end up walking, right? Just going by Calvin's Corners. How you doing, bro? Well, I'm near the jump pack. Oh, thought it had brakes. Yeah, heat down that whole thing of gas. So, hopefully my life gets better, and hopefully you guys aren't going through any rough patches. You know, normally problems come in a cluster, and you kind of, you know, whack them one at a time. The accountant's dealing with the IRS. They already took my money. I just have to dig up more. And I'll work on that. My all-terrain vehicles are good. My foot's better. And I seem to be rid of kidney stones, so for the time being. So I guess I shouldn't complain, right? At least it's nothing that's not fixable. But in the meantime, I need all you folks to get out there. I need you to keep your feet down, your heads up, and no matter what your problem is, keep moving forward. You never want to stop. If you stop, they throw dirt on you. Take care now, folks. Bye.